Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with more of a Geneforge 1 Mutagen here. In the last part we did the stone circle and the crystal burrow. The stone circle was just more trouble than it was worth, so I'm not going to worry about that anymore. But the crystal burrow, we did find the canister to create a lich, so there was an upside. But anyway, here we are in the area where we are supposed to find the Servile Outpost, so let's continue. This is an old Shaper road. Your people believe in the importance of good infrastructure. Serviles are often assigned to maintain the roads and keep them clear. Some of them have clearly been at work here. There are lots of fresh road tracks, but the woods are calm and quiet. The monsters must be lurking around somewhere. That always seems to be the case. Yeah, I don't doubt it. You find a large nest in the glade. It has been recently occupied, but its occupant is nowhere in sight. Maybe the rogues fled the area when they detected the Shaper. The sign has been recently defaced. Ooh, dang. The Lish are good, but they can take a lot of damage. Has ruins. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the Servile Outpost mission for now. This is a small Servile outpost. There are several of these creations here, armed and armored. You don't have to worry about them causing trouble. They are clearly in awe of you. They're in danger of dropping their weapons and passing out. A guard says, "A Shaper! On Sucia! We had not heard. Welcome, welcome. Our commander is Doge." He points to the west. I am sure he would love to meet you and help you. You shouldn't go that way, though. She points to the east. There are rogues down there. We are sorry. We will destroy them very soon. We promise. Alright, so let's talk to Commander Doge. I still can't get over that Spider Web software actually use Doge as a name in this game, because that's such a meme. Or however you say that. Is it Doge? That I actually leveled up. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to put one into mental magic here. Let's put one into fire shaping. Actually, yeah, let's put both into fire shaping. Or well, I'm not really focused on having battle creation, so yeah, let's stay focused on fire shaping. Because with that in mind, I think I do have the luxury of creating a Cryoa, so let's do that. Hmm. The Vlich, well, the Vlich are good, but those will take a lot of damage. Yeah, let's just create a Cryoa here. The Cryoa is a larger version of the Fiora. Instead of balls of fire, they breathe sprays of magical ice. Cryoas provide a strong mix of melee and distance attacks. Icy Breath, Cone of Ice, Swoop, Hardiness gives 30% resistance to all damage and hostile non-mental magical effects. Frost Aura, at the beginning of each turn, each foe nearby takes some frost damage. Endurance upgrade. We have strong control over it, so there is that. You meet the leader of this tiny outpost. Like all the Serviles here, he has been enduring constant battle for months. He is on the edge of exhaustion. He leaps smartly to attention. Though he is wobbly, he will not look incapable in front of a Shaper. Greetings. We are greatly honored. We never dreamed that one of your kind would ever visit us. Interesting. He must have been out of contact with the Serviles to the west. I am Obeyer Doge, from Pentel. We have been guarding the roads here, at the order of my commander. We are now at your service. You didn't hear about my arrival? Well, we heard some rumors months ago. Outlandish tales of invaders from off Sucia Island. Other stories of Shapers hiding east of Kaz. One Shaper even dealt with them. I dismissed those stories. The townsfolk like to gossip. I had never dreamed of actually meeting one of you. Odd. You haven't been on this island for months. These rumors can't be about you. Tell me about Kaz, the home of the wicked takers. They long to kill the Shapers. They will bring your just rage down on all of us. We hope you destroy them and spare your loyal servants. Shapers east of Kaz? Only rumors. Some fishermen from Pentil and their little boats got caught in a storm and blown east. They saw humans walking around the docks there on the southeast corner of the island. There were creations with them. They stopped here for food on their slow trip home, and they told us the story. A Shaper dealt with Kaz? Maybe a Shaper, or a wizard. Definitely a human. This person was dealing with Norel, leader of the Takers. We know that much. I wish we knew more to help you. What else did you hear? He thinks. I don't want to tell you anything false. I don't want to waste your time with rumors, especially rumors about you. I met one Servile, though. He was fleeing Kaz. Got scared of what was happening there. He said that the Takers were looking for something called the Geneforge. It scared him, so he left. Interesting. What happened to him? Oh, he died. We found his body eventually. He got caught by an Artilla not far west of here. Doge stands tall, or at least tall for a Servile. The effort is very tiring, but you inspire him. Tell me about your outpost. It is a humble thing. It used to be a Shaper workshop. We don't know what it was for. There was an essence pool. We have been feeding it. We think it is still alive. Maintaining essence pools is one of the jobs usually given to Serviles, so it is probably still functional. What are your orders? Keep the road clear. Now, though, all we really do is try to stay alive. We get attacked all the time. What is near this area? We are closest to Kaz. That is to the northeast. You should be careful there, though. They are takers. They hate the Shapers. They may not dare attack you. Then again, they might. They were not completely mad before. That has changed. Keep the road clear for what? Doge looks confused. Well, Serviles are always supposed to maintain Shaper roads, and merchants and couriers use roads when there is trade between the towns, which happens sometimes. Can you assist me? I could use supplies. Dinah is in charge of our supplies. I am sure she would be honored to help you. What made Kaz change? I do not know. The changes only came a year ago or so. They became more hostile to non-takers. Rogue creations started to appear everywhere. Everything went mad. Suppose I wanted to sneak into Kaz. How could I do that? I have never been asked before. Let me think. The northern approach is Farland. The Serviles up there are more sane. They are also more armed, though. If you think you can convince them not to attack you, approach from that direction. The wilder Serviles live in the ruins south of Kaz. They are weaker, but also quite mad. You are much more likely to fight if you approach Kaz from that direction. McCall wants to know how you are doing. You have met McCall? Please, tell him we are doing badly. Low on food and supplies. Attacked constantly. Half of us are dead. Please get him to help us. He would listen to your Shaper wisdom. Okay. At least we're getting more supplies here, at least. More supplies of our own, anyway. The Servile cares for this outpost's pitiful remaining supplies. Her pouches are full of thorns and other goods, and she is repairing some javelins. Like the others, she is in awe of you. She is also very nervous. I am Dinah. Welcome, Shaper. You honor us with your presence. What do you do here? I'm in charge of the supplies, scavenging, repairing, handing them out. I must make sure we are armed enough to fend off the rogues. I'm in need of supplies. Could I have some? She looks down at the ground. This is clearly what she was afraid you would ask. Still, she stays true to her nature and her beliefs. Of course, Shaper. Take all you want. Anything we have is yours. I need more than that. Give me what you are carrying. Of course, Shaper. She removes several packs of thorns and 2 pods from her belt pouches and gives them to you. This upsets her, but she hides it well. This outpost must be very low on supplies. That is all right. I am fine now. Thank you, Shaper. Do you need any help? She looked shocked. Shaper, I was born to assist your kind. I could never ask for your help. That is a good attitude. I will let you know if I need more help. Thank you, Shaper. I wish for nothing but to serve. Are you sure you don't have anything else you could be giving me? Of course, Shaper. She fishes several tiny gems from the bottom of one of her pouches and hands them to you. This is really all we have. I hope our sacrifice pleases you. She could not look more unhappy if you had stabbed her. That is all I need. Thank you, Shaper. Well, I kind of feel bad now, but you do have the leadership. Speaking of leadership, I wonder if I probably could go through the Kaz ruins, but we could try the northern approach, see if we have the leadership to get through that way. More living tools. Okay, at least we're charged up on our essence now. As you walk between the outpost pillars, you hear loud roars. They echo through the woods. All the rogues in these woods are now on the hunt. Their Serviles around you immediately spring into action. Attack! Attack! They grab their weapons and move to meet the onslaught. A minute passes. There aren't any rogues in sight, and the roaring soon ends. You start to wonder if you're just being paranoid. Was something attacking up there? Because it was taking a minute to load for me. The rogue attack has ended. You are victorious. It was surprisingly lethal and coordinated force. It is very worrying that a battle alpha was with them. That is an advanced creation design. Very much not the sort of thing you want wandering around rogue. Dude, I didn't even attack any of them. I didn't even get a chance to attack any of them. They just killed them, like, immediately. Shaped boots. Okay, this is more magical, so we'll put it in. Do you get raided often? Yes, we do. Most attacks are not as bad as the one you saw. We slew the battle alpha. That was a major triumph. It was leading the other rogues. Without it, we should be able to defend ourselves much better now. Oh man, I should have just gone up here then. Help them out with the fighting. I just went down here. I wanted to explore the rest of the area, but oh well. Oh well, we can still explore the rest of the area. I mean, there are rogues down here we can kill. There is a canister, too. Days. Okay, well, I already had that, but... I will just take it anyway. Make our days even stronger. Because, yeah, now we have 2 levels of days in there. One thing I probably could do eventually, after I build up more of my shaping, is focus on these. Alright, continue. Who gave us the quest to do the Servile Outpost? The Call Blade. I've spoken with Doge. McCall is relieved. These are hard times, but now that you are here, we have nothing to fear. I've taken enough of your time. You have business elsewhere. Before you go, though, we must give you what we can. He hands you a pair of gloves. We found these during a raid to the north. They are very nice, but they burn when we put them on. We can't wear them. Perhaps they can help you. Thank you again for your help, Shaper. We owe all we have to you. Anything else I can do for you? No, Shaper. You have already wasted too much of... You have already wasted too much of your time helping us. Okay. Fully noted. Find Arth, find Shaper Wreckers. Takers. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and meet the Takers. What's the berry things here, though? A pair of living turrets guard this pathway. When you walk into view, they turn their thorn nozzles away from you. You can pass safely. These turrets are young. They can't have been shaped. Some of this island bred and trained them. Another surprise from Cecilia Island. The Servile is more nicely dressed than most you have encountered. He has made an effort to find clean, quality clothes, the sort provided to scribe and servant Serviles. Your arrival doesn't surprise him. When you enter, he says, "Welcome, Shaper. I am Baran, a tinker." Sometimes Serviles are used to maintain and repair simple Shaper objects. Baran has been a dedicated follower of this tradition. This workshop is full of tools, broken batons, and so on. What do you do here? He speaks slowly, carefully weighing each word. He may be speaking with extra care because he is in the presence of a shaper. Or maybe he's always like this. I am a tinker. I scavenge and repair shaper goods in my workshop. I also try to breed living equipment and experiment. Why do you live out here? I am not comfortable with my kind. I crave solitude. I speak with you because I owe it to you as my creator. Breed equipment? What do you mean? He points to the north. I am trying to breed living tools and batons. They are alive, after all, but the supply is limited. I am trying to get them to make more of themselves. It would be very good for survivals. Have you had any success? No, but I think I am having some success awakening the natural desires of Thorn Baton. What will you do with the excess if you succeed? Well, if I can make batons, it will be very helpful. I can provide great power to... I suppose I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Baron watches you silently. Occasionally, he carefully flicks a tiny bit of dirt or lint off of his robes. What do you know about this area? There was a Shaper Warren here. Still is, I suppose, but a ruin. I do not know what it was for. To go east, you must pass through it. How can I get through? There are traps. Shape mines. I am sure you can master them. You're a Shaper. You could also disarm the traps by walking on them. He laughs. That was his idea of a joke. Also, there are deadly worms on the other side of the warren. You can sneak past them, but you have to be careful. Is there anything interesting inside the tunnels? There is one of your servant mines. It is dormant now. I don't know why, but when it was awake, it told me that there had been humans inside recently. It said that one of the humans was killed. That human had a spray baton. Interesting. Yes, I am humble, Shaper. I do not ask things of my betters. However, if you could bring me that baton, I could increase my breeding stock. Yeah, it might be the key to my project. My triumph would really help Serviles. If you can bring me the baton, I can help you in return. How do you know about this person, or that he died? I may have snuck in and looked around. Before the mines were placed, I saw the body, and the baton, in one of the cells. However, there was a rogue there. I had to flee. I would like to trade with you. Do you have any goods for sale? Of course, trading with visitors is how I live out here. I want to sell something. Let me see your wares. Baran is attempting to breed new batons and living tools. So far, he has had no success. However, he has a reasonable supply of these items for sale. I don't need anything. Then travel carefully. There are rogues and traps everywhere. It is not like the old days. I'm looking for a boat. Do you know where I can find one? No. Okay, well that was helpful. 15 living tools? Forget that. I might have to get a key or something. Okay, one is more like it. In fact, if we complete his quest, it might be a reward to get the baton. Get that section open anyway. Living tools and batons are actual living creatures, cunningly crafted by the Shapers. They require only a tiny amount of nutrients, and they are highly superior to crude, inferior, not alive objects. Baran is trying to get these scarce and valuable creatures to breed with each other. He placed them in these pens with water and food in an attempt to get them to reproduce. You doubt that it will work. Even when they do reproduce, it requires skilled, shaper-trained craftsmen to work a baton worm into a functional weapon. Still, this shows an unusual amount of initiative and cunning for a Servile. Oh, I forgot. Shaped gauntlets. I'll hang on to the ones I have right now. Bring my inventory a bit. Was there another section I could also do here? Later. Oh, just quiet Marshes, okay. Why don't we go ahead and go down south here. Oh snap, we found the servant mine already. Normally, this case would contain nutrients to feed the servant mine. It has been looted. The servant mine's energy has been depleted by its long years here. When you approach, it mumbles, Shaper, you have returned. I am Cell 1. I am out of nutrients. Please feed me so I can function. I have some nutrients food for you. You open the ceramic jug and carefully feed the nutrient solution to Cell 1. The effect is almost immediate. It opens its eyes wide and stretches its tiny arms and legs. Thank you, Shaper. I knew that if I continued to live, you would return one day. How may I help you? What is this place? This was a facility for storing creations. When a creation was made and needed to be held for further study, it was kept here. I kept track of what was here and operated the defenses. Are any creations still here? Most rogues held in our cells starved long ago. The only things that could live long enough besides me were turrets and shades. Turrets? A new sort of turret was created on this island, a Reaper turret. Horribly lethal. One of them was placed in one of the northern cells. Maybe it still lives. You have never heard of a Reaper turret before. They might only exist on Sucia Island. Shades? A new variety of creation. Very exciting, only partly physical. Held together by magical energy. The Shapers were very excited about it. Interesting. The making of shades is completely forbidden by the Shapers. Shades must have first been discovered on this island. Because they have only limited corporeal form, they are very difficult to hold. Our cells are the only ones I can manage. It says this with some measure of pride. Cell 1 seems much healthier now. I'm Cell 1, in charge of operating these holding chambers. How can I help you? Tell me about this area's defenses. The cells are held shut with powerful doors. I control them all from here. The rest of our defenses died off long ago. Can you open the doors for me? It closes its eyes for a moment. Then it says, It is done. The doors will now all open at your approach. Please be careful, Shaper. Not all of our prisoners are dead. You only know about the doors? If you can find any other defenses here, I did not make them and cannot control them. I am sorry, Shaper. So you don't know about the mines. There are mines here? So strange. Only Shapers can make those. Or so I thought. I don't know who could have made them. Maybe the intruders visited me, but I was not active. I want to know more about this island. Sucia Island was used for research. Many of the wisest Shapers came here to work and learn. Then about 200 years ago, the island was barred. The Shapers all left quickly, so quickly that many objects were left behind, like me. Why was the island barred? I am not important enough to know. One day, Defniel came to me and told me what was happening. 2 days later, they were all gone. Who was Defniel? He was in charge of the school to the west. He was very important on the island. He passed through on the way back to the school. That was when he closed his facility down. Can you think of anything else? I do remember one thing. When Defniel was walking away for the last time, he said, Damn the Geneforge. It would have all worked out if they didn't push things too far. That is all I heard. I apologize for not helping more, Shaper. What is a Geneforge? I do not know. I am not even sure that was what he said. He was very upset and angry, and I was scared. Okay, then. Dripping water has smeared the writing in this book. It is completely illegible. You can, however, understand one passage. Shades of all varieties are to be kept here from now on. Other facilities lack the properly sealed cells required to contain them. Shades cells are not to be opened without a full guardian present. They are volatile and lethal under even the best of circumstances. make sure we turn that off. I was going to use the sport baton until I saw that lever. One wand. Cone of ice. Okay, it has a lot of life points, but at least it's not overwhelming. A human was chained to this post and stabbed. He died not long ago. He was one of the outsiders who invaded this island. You find no signs of who he was or why he was executed. Okay, that's the spray baton the one guy was looking for. Someone left a dead Servile in the cell. The body has not been here long. The face is covered with strange tattoos. Cryo is powerful. Okay, those traps are still active, so I'm going to go around. Well, first, I think we found the baton he was looking for, so let's give it to him. I have a spray baton for you. Thank you, Shaper. This will complete a baton mating pair. Maybe I can start creating more of these powerful weapons. There is little one as humble as me, as humble as I can give you. Please take anything sitting around in my store. It is all yours. Oh, interesting. So he's just gonna let us loot him up pretty much. Okay, nothing there. Let's go back in here. Disable these. Oh, snap! That thing freaking leveled me. What the heck? That's insane. That is a strong as hell. Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to come back to that later, I guess. We want access to everything. So we already completed the quest for the guy anyway, so probably could just skip this. Ooh, speed. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Do not enter without neutralizing creation within. Yeah, I think I'm good on checking on this other stuff. I'll just move on here. Go over to the quiet marshes next. You enter a marshy fen. Sickly plants grow from the wet earth and the peat reeks of decay. In the distance you see a flock of rogue creations. A group of roamers circles of lish. The floating creation is controlling them. They move slowly along behind it as it drifts around the fen. Rogue lish are often dumber creations. It's in their nature. They are interested in you right now. One roamer snarls as they wander away. If you get too close to them, they may change their minds. Okay, more of the freaking... Are you kidding me? I didn't even have a chance to sneak. Okay, whatever. As you walk through the marsh, you suddenly feel woozy. You stumble and fall to your knees, retching. The sickness is overwhelming, but it doesn't last long. As you rest on your hands and knees, you notice something. It's hard to tell in the sunlight, so you look closer. Your skin is glowing slightly. You inspect yourself more carefully. Your muscles are moving under your skin very slightly of their own accord, as if rearranging themselves. Your skin is different. It's smoother, stronger, and warmer to the touch. And your thoughts are different too. They're stronger, more confident. When you look at the creations around you, you can see how crude and small and flawed and disgusting they are. It is strange and subtle, but unmistakable. You are being changed, improved, rewritten. The augmentation canisters you discovered on this island must have something to do with it. Well, crap. Dag nabbit. Here I am getting a key point of the story, and that happens. You know, yeah, we're just gonna fight them. What the heck? Okay, this was way more manageable than what we were doing before. How the heck? Okay, that takes you back to the Crystal Burrow. So yeah, if you're going to pass this route, you're going to want to sneak past these things. So screw y'all with that. Get out of here with that. Kaz Plains. Okay, so at least we found the Kaz Plains. Guarded Bridge. I will stick with the Quiet Marshes for now. Some outsider humans were recently camping here. The camp was attacked. One of them died and the others fled. The remaining supplies were torn apart. The rogues on Sucia Island can be peaceful until they aren't. Oh, no, no, no. I wanted to put my cryo here. Okay, so far so good. Just checking the time here. Oh snap, there's actually someone here. You meet an old Servile, very old. She has easily outlived the maximum lifespan designed into them by the Shapers. She moves slowly and carefully, but she doesn't have any intention of dying soon. She shuffles up close to you. Her eyesight is almost gone. She sniffs the air and nods. Yes, yes, you are here. I am Cloyes. Speak with me a while. What are you doing out here, Servile? Her milky eyes flash red for a moment. Very strange. My name is Cloyes, a sage. That is a title I claim, though I really know little. I listen. The survivors of this island, with all their petty factions and pointless squabbles and factions, come to me to speak. For guidance and perspective, I hope you have come for the same reason. Do you know anything about the history of Sucia Island? Even I was not alive when you Shapers left us here. I know you created powerful things and you fled your own creations. I concern myself more with those who live here now. I care for the living, not the dead. I know, however, some secrets they learn. The canisters, the containers which are changing and remaking you, are part of history that affects us still. What do you know about the canisters? The canisters can rewrite the tiny scrolls within you, remaking you a million times. They change you in the way the canister chooses. You are gaining power from them. Any full human can. But beware, who knows where the changes will stop. Do you know anything about these secrets? I know that the Shapers have rejected them. I know that they found that all life is a scroll. The secrets of all life are written on the tiniest of scrolls, copied multiple times within you. The Shapers here use magic to look deep within a living being and see these scrolls, and they learned how to rewrite them. And they learned that this power would lead to chaos. Thus, they fled. Tiny scrolls, that is a very strange thing to say. That is my interpretation, of course. The Shapers had a different name for them. They called them genes. Lois looks vaguely in your direction with milky eyes. Her skin is papery and starting to crack. Life must be painful for a Servile who lives this long. Do you know where I can find a boat? She chuckles. You are standing on top of a volcano about to erupt and you look for butterflies. I have heard that there is a boat at the eastern edge of the island. It is not important. Put it from your mind. You seem very confident for a Servile. Perhaps I am. I have spent my life learning, reading, seeing all I could. Once I was an obeyer and worshipped your kind. In time, looking at your works, I think I came to know you. Would you like to know what I learned? What did you learn? I learned that you are humans. Though Shapers claim Serviles were created from nothing, I believe that we are humans, too. We were modified once, many years ago, to serve you. And what conclusion do you draw from that? I believe that, inside, we are the same. I believe that the mind of my skull is the same as yours. I believe that my intelligence can match yours. I believe that we should not serve you. A strange theory. However, after what I have seen, it makes a small amount of sense. She smiles. You now see the world through a different lens. I hope you follow the path of wisdom in the future. I would like to speak with you about what's happening on this island. I am nearly blind and I can't travel, but I know that something is happening. I can't gather facts, but I can help you understand them. If you learn something interesting, come and tell me. If I can, will help you make sense of what you have seen. Where should I begin my search? There are two places you can go. Both know of the outsiders, who they are, what they want. One is Kazg. Find the leader of the Takers. Speak with her. The other is east of Kazg. There are outsiders in the wilds there, but they are besieged by Kazg. If you reach and speak with them, you might learn. What do you think of the Awakened and the Obeyers and the other factions? Very little. They all have answers and they all have errors, but each sees the truth in its own way, as, I'm sure, do you. There is someone powerful and dangerous on this island. His name is Trashkov. I have heard that name before. Outsiders have traveled through my marsh. I have heard the name from them, and I believe that he is one of them. And from far away, perhaps even over the sea. Learn more of him. I feel he is important. There is a powerful Shaper secret on this island. It's called something like Geneforge. Blois is concerned. That is only a name, but sometimes, before we can understand something, we must put a name to it. Learn more as soon as you can. Okay. So, with that in mind, I would clear out the rest of the area, but looks like we're running short on time here, so I'm just going to go ahead and save the game right here, and I'll see you all in the next part.